Got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw is Bridgewater. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's our field.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Nixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up. The 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Get along. West. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Bridgewater. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Back. Great stone. Fly ball. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You run.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Set hut. Go to base. Check 56. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 9. Switch. Hey, alert 3. Go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got a moonwalk. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go. 56. 56. Come on. You better bring it.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Alert 3. Check 26. check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw on third down, Sullivan. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Beckham, the return. A nice little juke. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Browns first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Brown able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield buying time to his left. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you,
56,
partner.
the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Drop deep, drop deep. What?
On first down, Nixon. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch safety 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Nixon. The tackle there by Crayvon LeBlanc.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield is going to float this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Point it right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he's got it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go.
First and goal, Cleveland.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, on 133.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan steps away to his left. Got an open man. It's a noon one. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Mike 56, Mike 56. Silver.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Yeah, that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
6 guys, check 6 guys. 66, bullet, half. Go. 56, Mike, 56.
Throwing again. Sullivan. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All day, every day, any day. Go. Check. It's free. Kill. 49, check 49. Check 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Nice, sweetheart. the safety critical.
Now a give, right side. Nixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On third down, Nixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Check.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards.
Set. 20. 6. Go. Watch 14. Watch it.
Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Set. 180. Right there. 56. One touch.
Mayfield with it once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Regular. Watch it.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it again with Penny, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on first down. And he finds Penny. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Quit talking about it and put it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Sullivan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the penalty, it's Penny. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
It's just me and you.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empties. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the Browns lose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And it's third
A
down.
nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First down, Cleveland.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second and 9, Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mike's 5-4.
Back to the air on second down. Sullivan going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down. Sullivan. Got an open man. It's Scott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Sullivan. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off.
At the 6-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hatchet. Hatchet.
2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much.
Is emboldened the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Sullivan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, Sullivan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check Mike.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Sullivan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Who that? He's coming. We got double up. Under crunch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sullivan airing one out for Boyd. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Tighten up. Go. Short.
On first down, Sullivan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Nixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down, Sullivan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Good. 180. Watch the screen. Pass.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Penny. Runs through the contact. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up.
Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to throw. Sullivan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 56. Stop your whining. Mike 56.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. Newsom, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.